Hello, welcome to Accounting 106. This is a payroll class, and the whole purpose of this video is designed to make sure you get started off on the right foot in this class. You know where everything is and how to access all the material that you will need to successfully learn payroll, learn how to do a payroll register, and just learn journal entries in Excel. So the first thing here, we got the syllabus pulled up. And the other item I have pulled up is the welcome document. You can find the welcome document if you go into modules, and this is where you're going to go into for almost everything in this class. Go into the modules, and then right here is where you hope, I'm guessing you access this video, but you can find this video here, or the other place that you would have found it is right here in the learning activities. Each module has a learning activities. You'll want to click on this as everything you need is inside this folder to successfully do the assignments for that module. So inside each learning activity, the layout is going to be very similar. I'm going to have the notes and the handouts that you need. So everything that is part of the assignments will be here, as well as we'll have some practice items as well, depending on the week. You'll have videos like this one, but we'll cover the material aspect of the class. And you're going to find that in the first 2 weeks are the 2 weeks that are required videos because they are so important to this class. If you don't have journal entries down, and if you don't have the payroll register template made correctly, your chances of success are very slim in this class. So therefore I make them required so you will take advantage of those. And then I think you'll find that you'll get used to using the videos and they'll be a big help for the rest of the semester, although they are not required starting in module 3. After the notes and video section, I have an answer section. So anything up here that was practice or potentially overview notes that had practice examples embedded in them, you'll find those down here in the in our answer section. So you always have those. Even if you don't watch the video, you can go through and check your work. So get used to going into each module and going right into the learning activities to find these items. So I'll go back into the modules, and you can see that any items that are indented, these are the items that will have a due date, and these are the items that have an assignment. So for example, this first one, the first two for most payroll class sections that run will have these first two set up with a due date earlier than the rest of them. The earlier due date is for 2 reasons. One is to make sure you know what to expect for this class and you're not waiting till the last second to then figure out where everything is, and then you don't have time to actually do the work. And the second one is for administrative purposes if you haven't submitted anything by the due date of these first 1 or 2 items here, then you will be administratively dropped from the course. So every module has an indent for the items that are due for that week. And each week has a different type of layout or type of assignments that are due. Some weeks are more have discussion board and just a regular quiz, whereas other weeks do not have a discussion board, but instead have a problem base to work out where you put what you've learned into practice to make sure you've really got it. Okay, with that brief explanation, let's jump back over here to the welcome document. You should be able to go into the syllabus and you're going to be able to find more information about your instructor. I am the course developer of this course. And so that's why you're seeing me do the overview in the videos. Your instructor therefore, we have several different instructors who will teach this course across the state. And their whole role is to further facilitate and meet with you about individual questions. I'm here to help you get started, get an overview of the course, an overview of each assignment, and then you work with your instructor to kind of put everything together if something's still not clicking. So your instructor information will be here. Here's my information down here as I oversee the entire Ivy Online for the accounting courses. So you can let me know if there's anything that you have any issues with. I'll let your instructor go through the rest of the syllabus just because this is a bare template without actual due dates and anything like that in there. The second thing I wanted to mention here is the book. I made this course with that I wanted to create a course that no book could offer. And another reason is just simply for the price. Now, I know for the years of 2021 and 2022, Ivy Tech has an Ivy Tuition Plus where you get free books. That's not going to always be the case. And so with this in mind, I have the payroll textbooks were really pretty small, only about 6 chapters, yet they still cost the same as a huge textbook. And they were in the range of maybe $150 to $200, the actual hard copy books. So I made this where I put everything that I thought was important into the notes. Remember, back into if you go back into the modules and you go into the learning activities, you can find all of my important notes and practice examples that will go through just exactly what a textbook would. The due dates and submissions, these purple items that you see here will be updated by your instructor. These are just some default ones that I put in. And these were actually built on a Monday start date, whereas the start dates recently have started on a Wednesday. So these will definitely change depending on who the instructor is and their preference on when due dates are. But typically your due dates would be, say, on a Monday or Tuesday, but your discussion boards will be due before that. Anytime there's a discussion board due. And discussion boards, you usually will have those every other week. A discussion board, it has to be, the initial due date has to be early. Otherwise, nobody has time to reply if everybody does their initial assignment or the initial post on the final due date. So to avoid that, the original post will need to be due by Saturday or whatever date is here on your instructor sheet. So make sure you have this welcome document pulled up, and therefore you can know and have these updated times. So discussion boards, they're basically you have your original post, and then you'll have an update and you put in a reply. For the original post, you won't be able to see other students their responses until you make your post, just so to make sure your post isn't biased on what somebody else may have said, and then you change your opinion. We want to know, well, what are you thinking? That's important. Some various issues. I always say in any of my classes that you should make your personal due date at least 2 days before the due date that is listed officially in the course. That's your final hard due date. Make your personal due date ahead of time. So therefore, if something happens, you have an automatic 2-day extension, and you don't have to come to the instructor. You can just know, oh, okay, well, yeah, I still have until Tuesday. Even though my due date for myself was Sunday, I couldn't quite get it done. It's not a problem. If for whatever reason you can't hit your due date, your 2-day ahead due date, and it comes down and you're still not able to hit that last final due date, make sure you reach out before the due date. Go into Ivy Learn in the conversations, contact your instructor, and see if there's anything that can be done. Most instructors are a little lenient for a one-time issue. If it becomes more than that, then the amount of leniency goes down dramatically. I have went through, as I mentioned earlier, in every one of those learning activities, you have lectures available. And I would highly recommend I give you everything you need to succeed in the class if you just take the time and treat this like you would a traditional classroom, except you are sitting at home perhaps, and you don't have to make the trip in, but treat it for any other purposes, just like you're in a class. You don't need to teach yourself. That's one of the biggest complaints that we get about online classes. Is student feels like they're teaching themselves. You don't need to in this class. Let me help you, and let your instructor help you. Use the videos, and most importantly, use my notes to be able to learn the material and then answer any of the questions in the assignments. Each week, you'll find I have basically 3 different types of assignments that I interchange. Typically, it's going to be, you'll have a weekly quiz, which covers just a general overview with some multiple choice items and maybe some fill in the blanks. And with those, you get 2 attempts, and the highest grade will be taken and used as your actual score. The same with any problems. Every other week, I'll have a problem-based assignment as well. And that one is going to be very with numbers, numerical. And you'll figure up an amount, say how much Social Security taxes should be taken out. And then you'll enter in the numeric amount instead of more of terminology, which is like the quiz. On the opposite weeks, because I said they had the problem every other week, you'll have a discussion board that will take a topic within that module and expound on it. And there's not really one correct answer. There's going to be a wide variety. And so it's good to get those opinions and see what others think about something that you may have never thought about before. So I think you'll enjoy those. Discussion boards are usually people's least favorite, but I tried to make them as some interesting concepts as I thought possible. The last 2 things here, the final project, that's going to be set up to be submitted in 2 parts. In the past, it's always been submitted as one big project, still with a chance to submit it for review, as I have down here. I'll talk about that in a second. But if you didn't take advantage of the review and you tried to do it all in one setting, or maybe the last week of the course, you probably would get overwhelmed and then get very little points, and it would really dramatically affect your grade. It's worth a total of 150 points. And so if you barely got just a little bit done and you submitted it, you only got 30 points out of 150. As you can tell, that would dramatically, usually lowered your grade by at least two letter grades. So to avoid that and to hopefully help yourself, we've put in an extra due date. You'll see that the payroll project is built over 3 months. And then in the last month, you do some of the payroll forms that you will have learned how to do in this class. Well, to help you make sure you're started on the right foot, you have to have the October portion of the payroll project complete by your first submission. And your first submission will be in module 5. The final and then the instructor will get back with you within that 6th week. And then your final submission is due within either the end of the 7th module or the beginning of the 8th module, allow the time for it to be graded. Again, all of those will be specified within the course, and you can see those due dates when you get into your course. Now, one of the big items that are really helpful is we do allow students to submit their work for review. And you get 2 attempts to review it, so I would use one for each. I would use one to submit for October to make sure I'm on the right track and make sure I get full points for that. And then you could use your 2 reviews for the second part, but you may not be able to, there may not be enough time to get 2 attempts for 2 reviews. There's no reason you shouldn't get a high grade by having these 2 reviews available to you. The instructors want you to do well, but you have got to at least put forth some of the effort to get to that point. So take advantage of that. Send it to your instructor through email or the communications and attach your project. Finally, the final exam, it's in 2 parts. It's basically like a quiz and a problem from the previous weeks. You're going to answer some terminology type questions and then do problem type with numerical answers that correspond through the semester. These are not proctored, and you can do those at any point up and through the due date. Down below, you should have a copy of your instructor's email. And if they have a Zoom meeting room that they have weekly times set up, they may have that here posted as well. I wish you good luck in this class. I took a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to make all these videos and to get all of this updated every single year with the new payroll laws. I hope you enjoy the course. Let me know. I'm always happy to hear from the students and their feedback, especially at the end of the semester after you've had the course. I have a whole discussion board just on feedback, and I go through those at the end of every semester, and I've updated changes, even as updated as today, based on those feedback. So again, welcome to payroll, and I wish you the best of luck.